All right, you guys, you already know we here with the boy, recurring member, Clutch,
You already know. As a matter of fact,
aka Wendy.
I might. Oh, well, we ain't gonna do all that now. I might as well just be. Yeah, we gonna edit that. Might as well be a little co-star. You feel me? But since it's Suicide Awareness Month, I want to make sure they can see this right here. So if you're going through anything in life, just know there's somebody that always care about you, and God loves you. You feel me?
Amen.
I ain't gonna lie. This is a dope. Dude, this right here is dope as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, a lot of people don't know what Suicide Awareness Day or month.
It's just mental health thing, but you just gotta always brighten somebody's life. Because I just did DoorDash. A lady just tapped me on the shoulder. She was like, "Can I give you a hug if you don't mind?" I'm like, "Come on, can you give me a hug?" Then the nigga, she's like, "Sir, I like your shirt. I mean, I like your jacket. Appreciate you. Thank you. Keep on spreading the love."
How come you didn't give him a hug?
Listen to what I just said.
Hmm?
Oh, I appreciate you for spreading the love.
Everybody deserves a hug, back.
I was busy. I had food in my hand.
Okay.
And he was there with his boyfriend too. So I'm like, oh,
All right. You know,
yeah.
whatever excuses you got for the people today. But, you know.
I was DoorDashing. All right. So go ahead. What's the topic for the day, my boy?
Man, let's start off, man. What's going on in society nowadays? What is up with this new virus coming on? Like, we just came back. We just came out of COVID, and there's a slight chance that we might go into another outbreak. God forbid. You know.
Nah, we can't go through that again. I
So
already heard about it, and they told me everybody's on the boat, and they're securing everybody on the boat. But come on now.
it's like I understand we are human beings. If I was stuck on a boat, I wouldn't want to be stuck. But at the same time, I have something that's contagious and it might cause another outbreak again. I wouldn't mind staying on a boat for a certain amount of time before they releasing me. At least pay for me to stay in a hospital and my bills and stuff like that. I'll be cool with that. You know what I'm saying?
You forgot where we live at, right?
Mind you, this was not in the United States though.
I
What
know.
what was it? A Vercap or something like that.
And was black people even? Well, it doesn't even matter. All I'm saying is, if it came from them doing what they were doing, we shouldn't be able to come back. I want to know we should be able to come back, but they should take time to, quarantine for. But then again, they're not gonna do that,
Well, they were supposed to quarantine the boat for about 2 to 8 weeks.
right?
That's the grace period for people to get better, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you said 3 people were released from the ship and
Mm-hmm.
they went back to their country. But then later allegedly states that that people were actually like being sent home, like 27 people. Mind you, it's not going to one area. These are like selectively in the international selection. That's what it sounds like to me. It's
You're
like
right.
it's kind of crazy. Like 27 people, 27 countries.
You're right.
That's the fastest way to spread something, you know?
Exactly.
But I don't know nothing.
All I'm saying is, if I go to a concert and I purchase some tickets and I don't like the concert and I ask for a refund, how long is it until I get my refund? And technically, am I broke or am I waiting for my money to come?
We'll just say you broke.
Okay, yeah, I'm broke. I'm broke, and I'm waiting for the transaction to come. How long is that going to take?
5 to 7 days.
Business days.
So that's a week and a half.
Yeah, of me being broke.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should never do that all. But hey,
Everything is for, I guess, a good reason, I guess, for their standpoint. But it's like allegedly I heard that they started off in Argentina.
okay.
Some guy was on tour, I guess got interactive with like a rat feces or something like that. Everything starts with a rat. So then he got on the ship, start feeling some type of way, and then gave it to his wife. He died. Probably wife interacted with other people, and then I think she died. So it's like we started from Argentina, like everybody was asking, like I was reading the comments on like one of the videos. I'm like, so what are you doing, touching or playing with like
That's
feces?
I white
That's
people.
that's what I was saying. We
Uh,
don't. I don't know the ethnicity, but you
we're,
know,
we're-
it was just somebody, a tourist, just exploring. But you know, if I'm gonna go to like a different country or like somewhere I'm not really familiar with, I would try to play it safe. Like it's like the time we went to what was that city with some dirty streets? What was just in my last trip or New Orleans? I was more cautious because it's like somewhere new,
right.
but at the same time, it's like I think it was Bourbon Street or something.
Bourbon Street.
Yeah, Bourbon Street. I've never seen like so much garbage during Mardi Gras. My first Mardi Gras too, so it's like I'm like, damn, that's a lot of garbage. But then at the same time, their street maintenance crew, they don't play. Like let's say this whole neighborhood's full of garbage. Next morning, you can eat off the floors. Wouldn't recommend you to do it, but you know, it's kind of cool. Like they on point. I mean, like it's an army of people, like 100 people per street type of vibe. Like
Right.
that's all like that's how fast they just clean it up. But you know, that's just my thing about it. It's like if I'm gonna go somewhere different, especially when there's like literally diseases everywhere you go, and like you're somewhere different, you gotta be careful where you go.
I'm gonna just say white people was just doing white people things. I'm not gonna even. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Though I try to hold it in, but there does. As soon as you put a white person in a white country, oh my gosh, let's go pet the monkey. Let's go play with the rat. Oh my gosh, George bit me. Let me go give it to my wife. Why the hell you gave it to your wife?
You know, some people are very inconsiderate about the people in their lives because it's like I got George bit me, but you know, I'm not gonna tell my wife that I got rabies.
You know where herpes come from?
What?
I believe herpes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Herpes come from koalas. So here's what I want to understand. If herpes come from a koala,
Hmm.
how the hell do people start having that?
You know,
Then
that's something interesting.
then
It's,
here it comes.
let me hear.
Here
Let me hear
comes the
this.
certain cultures eat certain animals, and certain people engage in sexual context with other animals, and they wind up getting it.
Yeah, you know, for the people from a third world country, it's different from first world countries, where it's like they don't understand well, they don't have access to information. Where it's like you shouldn't be doing these certain things. It's more so if Billy Bob does this, I'm gonna try it too. It's like monkey see, monkey do. So it's like from my perspective,
Monkey.
monkey see, monkey do. So from my perspective, it's more so when you don't really have too much guidance in a third world country, you're just gonna go what's kind of community based. That's why a lot of third world countries, in my honest opinion, is like they go through like a lot of hardships and poverty because they don't really have the leadership to like move move like further in life or do better. It's like if you lived in a third world country and somebody offered you like an opportunity to make money illegally and you're broke, you gonna say no? You don't know it's illegally. It's
You're
money.
right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It could probably be a hitman. It could probably be set somebody up, or it could probably be baby oil.
It's like saying, for example, you live in your metal shack house.
Yeah,
You're hungry.
you're right.
You're dirty.
Okay.
Now, somebody comes up to you. Hey, you want to shower and some food? What I gotta do? Go kill your neighbor. Sam, really? Yeah. I'll give you a month of shower and food for your family. Well, my family matters. Family is key. So I'm gonna go murk my neighbor, Sam. Now I'm good for the month. Now the month is over. Now who else I gotta do, like murk again? It's more so it becomes a routine because now you need these things to live. So everything is like a give and take.
I would honestly say no to. I'm gonna have to say no to an offer like that, only because there's something called karma. And exactly what did the neighbor do, which is
Did
not my
you?
business, which is not my business.
Mhm.
However, if I accept XY deal, who's to say if I stop doing what they want me to do and they're going to wind up coming after me next? So instead of living in the shed, we're living life freely.
Mhm.
I'll have to be living with a gun to my shoulder because I don't know when it could be the next time I'll be gone. And plus, you said my family. So what are the chances of something might happen to my family because I refuse an XY mission? There are certain things you got to think of.
At the moment, you're not thinking about these type of things. For
It's
a lot of people, it's when you're in a moment, you're just living in a moment.
you're right. You're right. You're right. It's like saying, for example, if you work at the jail. Oh, this is a perfect example because the guy got caught up for this. There was this guy. He was sending videos to one of the inmate women,
Oh wow.
and gave her the secret phone. So she can actually ruin your life, do anything to your life that she wants because you gave her access to that.
Yeah.
So if you fail to oblige by her rules, she can make sure that you go to prison because since you was thinking with your penis, there's a couple of years for having sex with an inmate because they'll believe anything she says. She got evidence. You slipped in contrabanding, and you did all of this within the facility.
Yeah.
So we're looking to more than 5 years. So since you got a little thirsty, it's out of you have to do what she says, or you're gonna get more than 5 years. But here's the funny part: it doesn't stop with her because she's gonna have friends that want more too.
Damn.
So you have to keep on
Fucking.
giving her supplies and just saying no. Oh yeah, you're gonna get in trouble, and don't think you're just gonna go ahead and snatch the phone. No, 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 no. She's going to hide it. So even if they search her room, they're never going to find it. And even if they do find it, guess where they're going to find videos that you were sending to her. So you know how they say you're at two ends of the sword? No, you're just that one dagger going to one place. Doesn't care where in that anatomy you get struck at. You're going to get struck and you're going to bleed out. That's a real definition of shooting yourself in the foot
Yeah.
or just blowing it all off.
I mean, everybody shoots herself in the foot at some point in their life,
Of
but
course.
not everybody acknowledges that the things that they do today will affect them tomorrow, and whatever they do tomorrow will affect them the next following day.
Yeah,
So,
that's what lust does.
boy, everybody had their lustful moments where they probably shouldn't have, but then it put them in a shithole. You have any stories about that?
No, you go first because I feel like you're throwing shots. You go
I
first.
mean, I ain't throwing shots, but I have to think about it. A story that you know, when lust took over and made me realize, damn, I fucked up. No, I don't really think I have any stories that I could think of right now. How about do you have any stories?
Uh,
Yeah, you feel like I'm throwing shots, but
you are throwing shots, my boy. Lust, lust, lust. All right. Since I support the L in the LBGT community, I'll just say one of my. It turned from lust to love, then to fumble to thrown away. So
let's
I,
hear this.
I was in a relationship with this. I ain't gonna say her name, with this stud, and at first she said she never really met a guy that was got his stuff together, and she don't really like guys that are lustful at all. She hate guys actually. She dated more women, do stuff with all women. I'm like, all right, cool. Why you want to do this with me? And she was like, "You're just different. You're not bold with crazy things. You respect boundaries. You're a respectful gentleman." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to hit me a lesbian." Oh, I heard stories about you guys, about you ladies. I heard stories, and the stories was true. They have one of the best. They have one of the best punani because they do hygiene and everything like that. And I concur, it's on point. Now the lustfulness came when I kept on wanting to have more sex. And it was kind of, I actually had to tell me that I was breaking certain boundaries because we were friends first. Then, all right. So then when I figure out that I broke a boundary, she pushed me off and say, "Listen, I don't feel comfortable with you. I don't want to interact with you in that type of way. I just want us to be friends." Okay. So then me being my lustful ways came to the point where I'm just like, dang, if I can't get it from you, I'm gonna go get it from a different female. Now the problem I say,
Damn, that's some fucked up ass shit.
and I know, and here comes the part about that. She drove from, well, no. Guess where you think she drove from?
Tampa,
Nope. Higher,
Georgia,
higher,
Alabama,
higher,
New York.
higher.
What's higher than New York, Maine?
She drove from California to come see me.
Bro, that ain't higher, bro. I'm thinking
We're going West Coast and we're going up top.
you should have said from the far west or
Well,
something.
West Coast, so California, all the way to Miami. And I knew I was in the wrong because I try to bury my lust because I would give her anything that she wanted
Yeah.
while tricking on another female. But she told me straight to my face, "You buying me stuff doesn't really make for this. You don't want to spend time with me. You got to get to know me. You're really in a lustful cycle. That's why you're scared of commitment." And
That's interesting.
I was like, wow. And she was like, "Yeah, I see all the stuff you do, but women don't really see the things that happen behind closed doors because all they're saying is, yeah, he's out for the party." No, I know what type of man you are. I know your body aura. You are surrounded by lustful women and you need yourself a real woman. And I said, "What, you gonna be that real woman?" She was gonna be like, "How many times have you met a woman that you could have said, I could just stay single and I could get more accomplished than trying to jump in a relationship or sleep with somebody?" And I had to think hard. I'm like, damn, I should have got me a lesbian girlfriend way before. And she checked me on that. She said, "I'm not your girlfriend because you don't know how to commit.
Mm.
So since you're in this body of lust, we only could be friends because I'm used to certain friends coming in and out of my life."
Hmm.
And I'm like, "Hey, that makes sense."
Hmm.
Because when you have lust, you try to go what's within, but you come out with more things, baggage.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
so
that's
certain,
valid.
so certain times I couldn't sleep with her because she would say, "Your body is full with multiple people. Who you slept with? Two females. How many they slept with? I don't know. All right, now double that."
Damn. She's out here spitting facts to you.
She was pretty fat. I told her that was the only. I promise you, that was the only like lesbian girl I love. Whatever. So then she told me that for me to commit to her, I have to prove it. So we used to go to church. Oh boy, like I could go on, but
Mm.
this is my love story. So she told me I'll have to commit to show her that I'm really trying to be committed, and I could be her like her boyfriend. I was like, "What you want me to do? You want me to start partying? You want me to start talking to certain females? What do you want me to do?" She said, "Oh, that's too easy. I'd rather you sacrifice your partying on Fridays and just go to Bible study. Go in your book, read about the Lord, find out about what happened with Abraham and Sarah, figure out about Jacob, Ishmael, and Isaac." And I'm just like, "You're trying to bring me back to church?" And she was like, "Yeah. If a man that relies on his flesh, it's easy to get lost. So in black terms,
Some facts.
so in black terms, if you go for something, then you'll go for anything. And that's what's wrong with certain men." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." I'm like, "Okay, I'm understanding."
I mean, that takes time though. It's
It does take
because
time.
it's like when you like came from a lustful circle
Yeah,
where everything was so easy for you to catch and get, but then it's like when you want to like see when you see something good for you,
yeah,
and then it's time for you to commit. You're not
yeah.
used to committing.
And that's what she was talking about. She was like, for example, let's say your palms, your palms. You put you put water into it because this is what she had to show me. Because I don't know, she was listening to some gospel. So she said, put both of your hands together and you put water in it. What's going to happen?
Some of it will spill out.
Why is it going to spill out?
There's gas between your hands.
There's gas between my hand, right?
Yeah.
So the more I keep on putting water in it, water's going to keep on going there, right?
Yeah.
Because the only thing I know what to do is just do this, right?
Yeah.
So if she pour on my hand, right,
Yeah.
and I do this, wouldn't it make sense to break it off to hold it? So if I break it off to hold it, I have another partner holding it on instead of doing everything by myself.
I mean, I get it.
I was
Wouldn't
like,
it
"Eh,
make sense for like you do it separately for each hand and put it together, so you
you,
guys could like do everything together?
you don't get what I'm saying?"
I understand what you're saying,
Okay,
but you
okay,
know,
okay. Yeah. Okay. So basically, I'm doing things by myself, but the water's coming out. Me putting the water in and separating it, that basically illustrates, I have another part of me holding that, right?
yeah,
This is my flesh. This is my soul. I can balance things out. But once I put things together, I can say I'm not going to do one thing, but I'm still do it. That's why waters keep on slipping up. She's like, it's not about a male looking for a female. It's about having balance within yourself.
yeah.
That's what she was saying. And that's what I thought at one point too. Then I'm like, damn, you spitting gems. Then I told her, go ahead and tell me more. Go ahead and tell me more.
When they
Yeah.
start speaking them facts, you just want to listen.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
yeah. And that's the part she said, I don't know how to listen because I had bird brains around me, not telling me what it is. Like female wise, you're like, okay, you can buy me this, you can get me that. But it's about the self-respect about yourself and for me. So you need to put yourself first in every category. And I'm like, all right. So I told her one time I stopped going to church. She said, I'm coming down there to come see you. I'm like, all right, okay, she will come to see me. Let me see what's up. She came to, excuse me, she only came down to see me just to bring me back to church. And she's like, I know the apostle. She said, I know the apostle has something to tell you. I could feel it. And she looked at me and said, if you really want to find that wife in your life, you're going to have to know how to listen.
Mm.
And I'm like, what do you mean? I said, I do listen. She's like, no, 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 no. There's words that are being said that you can't listen to because you're too mixed up in the world. You got to listen with the way God hear you.
Yeah, I get that.
And I'm like, okay.
I get that for sure.
And that all came from lust. And I try to love her the best way I can. So this is where relationship Christ and follow. I try to love her the best way I can. But she basically said the reason I can't love her the best way I can is because I'm used to chaos. And she's like, I'm just here to bring you peace.
I can agree with that.
So yeah, so
Love chaos.
then
I'll tell you that.
so then after that, the relationship basically broke apart. And I'm like, go find yourself another nigga and stuff like that. She said, no, I'd rather just stay to myself to get a better knowledge of myself.
Sometimes you got to do that because when you
Cause
start trying to build yourself and then you incorporate somebody new into your life
mm-hmm,
and they're not used to like you, but then you have to relearn yourself to
exactly.
get back into a relationship because you've
That's
been
the
alone for
lust.
so
That's the
long.
lust. That's the lust.
But then it's like you wonder sometimes, like,
That's the lust.
damn,
Yeah.
something wrong with this person. Nah,
Yeah.
I've been alone too long. I
Yeah.
have to learn this person and I have to learn
Exactly.
myself again to
Exactly.
be in a relationship again.
But it's not about learning yourself. It's the fact that you have to reset and basically like, this is what I want to do. This is what I like. There's a reason I don't like doing this. There's a reason I don't like doing that. So then you have to basically be inclined with everything. So it's about discipline. So as long as you have discipline, that cuts off lust like that. If I feel like getting lustful, guess what I do? I read the Bible. I read the Bible. If you feel like you're fatigued, what you about to do?
Beat it.
I was gonna say go to the gym or get something to drink to sweat it all out. But yeah, that too. Yeah, that's
I
basically what I'm
mean,
gonna
yeah,
say.
bro. When it comes to that, if I feel anytime I feel lustful, going to the gym, you know, the gym has a lot of lust. At the same
Yeah,
time, you have to remember why you're going there. Like,
exactly. Motivation.
it just shows you how strong you are as a person.
Mhm.
Because you know, every day I be seeing some shit. I be
Yeah,
like, damn. But at the same time, like, this is a waste of my time if I go pilot.
there you go.
So it's like,
It's not about how you start. It's about how you finish.
yeah, you
There
gotta
you
finish
go.
that set, and then you leave and
Mhm.
start the remainder of your day. Because when you have a set schedule, like I feel like everybody has a daily routine, but
Right.
it could be for the positive or the negative. By the positive, I mean like let's say you have a set routine that's gonna make you better.
You're right.
But let's say every day you start your morning, eat breakfast,
Hmm.
Bible, you read your Bible,
You're right.
you go to the gym,
Hmm.
you build your business, you record your videos, etc.
That's right.
That's a good day.
Right.
That's good to have a routine like that
Right.
because you're every day you're growing whatever you're doing and you're growing within yourself. But a negative, and I would say a negative routine is like you wake up late,
Hmm.
you don't eat breakfast,
Hmm.
you like say life sucks every single day.
Right.
Now you're going to work, damn, I gotta live this shit again. That's a bad routine. Cause there's nothing positive that's gonna help you flourish for the next following day.
That,
You don't have no purpose to like continue every single day. That's why people, I feel like that's the main reason why people get depressed because they don't find purpose in their everyday life. There's days that you're gonna fail, and that's not gonna be a successful routine day. But it's the fact that at least you was able to get one negative day out of the 29 days of like positivity. So it's like it's give or take.
I believe it's a distraction. Like from what you were saying, you can have a positive inclined day, but if you add a certain distraction in it, that can mess up the rotation of the day. So, for example, all right, let's say if wake up, you gotta eat, you gotta go to the gym, you gotta do everything right.
Yeah.
Let's say one distraction happens, oh boom, your family member randomly tell you you gotta take them to the airport. You want to say no, but you know you got to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then some inconvenience happened because you had to do the drive. Gotta go ahead with the put in some gas.
Yeah.
So with that, you got to put in the gas. Gas is high. Now you got to go ahead and go. You're still going to go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to the gym at a certain time, you're feeling fatigued. Like, man, I want to go because of the stuff I had to already do. So it's about you got to keep pushing yourself. You got to keep pushing yourself forward. So when I go to church, sometimes I don't want to go to church. I don't want to go to church. And I'm like, I'll miss it. You know what I have to do to motivate myself? I have to pray. I'm in my bed. I say, Dear Heavenly Father, bless me with the opportunity to allow me to make my way to church. Thank you for your permission to even wake me up. And while I'm praying, I'm taking a shower. While I'm in the shower praying, I'm brushing my teeth. And while I'm praying, brushing my teeth, I got my clothes on.
Yeah.
And when as soon as you put on that cologne and that lotion, you got to get out the crib. I make it to church. As soon as I make it to church, you know what they said? He said to everybody, you're not late, you just made it on time. So that's how you have to look at things.
Yeah. That's a good analogy right there.
Yes, Lord. Well,
You're
that's real
never
life.
late. You just made it on time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's that welcoming vibe. You
That
feel me?
is.
That's that. I haven't been to church in a minute. But
It,
then, well, last time we went was on
yeah,
Easter.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's different.
It
But
was
you,
different. It was different, but
but it gave the
support,
same. It gave the same support energy.
support. It's just a support energy.
So
But
every church is different.
every church is
You just gotta find
different.
whatever you come home.
Hmm.
That wasn't really my home, but I
Hmm.
felt the energy.
I mean, the church I went to, it was. I mean, the church I go to, I'm kind of inclining that to the church because it did so much for me. Because the prophetess, she prayed over me. She said, I cut off the lustful spirit. I cut it off, and I already know what you want. Just know you just have to listen. And even the lesbian, like she went to church by herself without me and said, I got the biggest message from God. And I'm just here like, if I could just rethink back of things that I should have done and I should have not done, I should have cut off the things I should have not done. Because honestly,
Everything's a life lesson, bro.
everything's a life lesson. But here's the thing though, is really everything a life lesson or is more so of I came to term with this because I chose not to listen. Because think of it like this. Because think of it
Damn.
like this.
Okay.
We're not going to talk about like anything more so really bad. But have you ever had a situation where someone told you or you told yourself you should focus on this instead of doing this and to get you into a long lasting lesson when you could have just been like, you know what? I'm gonna just do this.
Probably.
I'm gonna just do this.
That's more so I like to learn from other people's mistakes. It's like when you sit back and watch.
Hmm.
You ever just seen somebody like driving a car
Yeah.
down the street
Right.
and you see that they're texting and driving? Hopefully
Hmm.
you're not doing the same thing. But it's like you see them about to crash into a car just because they're watching a TikTok.
Right.
And then you're just there like, damn, that's something I'm not gonna do.
Right.
Because if that can happen to him, that can also happen to me.
Hmm.
That's my concept of like learning from other people's mistakes. There are things that people do you can avoid. Literally,
Right. But I
it's
believe.
like you see a guy go into the ocean.
Right.
He doesn't know how to swim.
Hmm.
He goes in, he drowns.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go to the ocean like that?
Of course not.
But you're actually gonna take the time to learn how to swim so you can do it a better way.
Right. But
So
I believe with those circumstances, those are basically choices because someone chose to text and drive, and someone that knows he couldn't swim decides to go to the ocean. It will basically be like we're gonna talk about the good fool charity thing you did. Remember that story you told me about the basketball?
oh yeah, yeah.
Would you like to tell the viewers about that?
I mean, let's talk about it.
Go ahead, tell them.
So I think this was a couple weeks ago, and I was going. I don't even remember where I was going. I was going somewhere, and then I just seen my neighbor, like kid that likes my neighbor. He was just playing basketball, and I had a flashback where I was like, damn, that used to be me back in the day with a trash ass basketball just shooting in front of my house. So then I was thinking like, damn, this remind me when my neighbor came up to me and gave me a basketball. So it's like I'm like, why not? Let me just continue the the generational like start of basketball players. So what I did was I had an extra basketball that I got for Christmas. I don't usually use it like that because I already have a better one. So then what I did was I went in my trunk, pumped some air into it, and I gave it to the kid like down the street, across the street. So it's like I'm like this is some goodwill right here because it's like just the little things in life that you do for somebody will always make a big impact because there's people always remember the good you've done for them. And it's like that's how I started off my journey of like becoming more of a basketball player just because
Mm-hmm.
of those small gestures. So
Right.
these are things that you would always remember because now that kid, every day I see him, he always waves hi to me. Like I told him, if you want to learn how to do a couple of things, I don't want to teach you, just let me know. And that's what my neighbor did for me. So it's like,
Exactly. So would you say that's really a choice? Or was that something straight off from your conscience? Because think of it like this. He could have been going through some things in his head mentally. You don't know. But by you just saying, I got this basketball right here and I'm gonna give it to him, you brighten up his whole life. Now when you were a kid,
hmm
you was probably just shooting the basketball just for the hell of it.
yeah,
I'm not saying you were going through anything. You could just be shooting it for the hell of it, right?
yeah,
What happened if your neighbor seen you and he was going through something and he just see you throwing the try the basketball? He's like, you know what? To brighten up my day, let me help somebody. Let me help somebody else. So do you see how that whole domino effect happened right there
yeah.
in a good way?
Yeah, that's the kind of same concept I can already say.
So yeah, so that was really a choice. That was more so of a, you know what?
Still a choice, but
No. The only reason I say it's not really more so of a choice is because you did it out of your conscience. That's basically someone telling you, you know what? I'm just do this for the love of it,
yeah,
for the love of it. So it's like this. Let's say if Hawaiian meets OG, the white. Oh, you know what? Better yet, I was doing chiropractic. I had a young Hawaiian telling me how it's good to flaunt money, how it's good to make you know 3 stacks, money spread, all of that
yeah.
stuff.
I already know that
And
shit.
I was telling him there's really nothing serious in that, and he was like, "Come on, bro, you haven't done what I did." And me and the woman that was along with me, she told him straight up, she had 3 guys that was doing some transaction. She don't need to be here. And I told him, I have friends and I know certain things. I don't need to be here. But this is the life we chose. Now you sat here for 10 minutes and you said you spent $500 on a girl hair, spent $2,000 on some couple of girls, and you went ahead and bought some bought some new shoes, right? So I told him, so while you were spending that money, which one of the money being spent made you say, I have to spend money on my mama first?
Damn.
He stood there quiet. And the woman was like this. Yeah. And I just stared at him and he was like, oh, I gotta no.
Excuses.
Answer the question. Answer the question. Did you say, Mama, here's money to pay this bill? He stood at me quiet. Cause only thing he was talking about was living the fast lane, was talking about the females and everything like that. This goes right back to lust. This goes right back to lust. You're thinking things within the circle right here, but you're not seeing what's in front of you right here. So with that being said, we had to tell them the friends you have now might not be the friends you have later on.
Yep.
But your mom sacrificed a lot to make sure that you can even do what you're doing. But it's kind of messed up that that wasn't the first person to come to your head.
A lot of people be self-centered.
He did not
Until
have an answer. He did not have an answer for me. He did not have an answer. And he was like, I gave my mom a little some. Why are you using words but not using the money amount? You use money amount on stuff you spend, but just said something to court
You
your
probably
mom.
give her like a little $20 to $100.
Listen, the only thing I told him is you're still young. He was like 17. I was like, listen, you're still young. Only thing I gotta say is have a plan going on, but make sure you take care of the people you love first. And he was like, oh, I'll make sure all the guys is good. I'm like,
What about the wrong
you're
things?
worrying about the wrong thing, but it's okay, kiddo, you're young. So for me being a mentor, I'm gonna just say this. Listen, worry, put God first. Number one, worry about yourself to make sure you're straight mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Then put that money out to the person who wants the best for you
Yeah,
and have it like that. If you interrupt that line, you'll be caused with a whole bunch of problems.
tell about right.
It did.
I mean, speaking on that, it's like a lot of people forget their family, especially when they come up really big. But I
Hmm.
get it. Sometimes family ain't really good for you. Sometimes, depending on
Yeah.
how you grew up and stuff. But
Hmm.
there's other times people can come from a good family and still go
Hmm.
down a bad path because of their choices.
I'm trying to tell you.
Their choices.
Okay, yeah, now that you can use choices. You can use choices in that words because when there's always a messed up, there's always room for choice.
But it's like when people be like, I remember I was at work the other day and somebody was like, "Damn, I hate this fucking job. I hate this job." But then I don't want to go home either because my family ain't shit.
Oh, damn.
I was like, damn. I'm like, you sound like you got a lot of problems in your life,
Yeah,
bro. But then he's like, well, the next following day, well, my life ain't that bad. I saw he say that. Man, some kid lost their whole family the other day.
you're right.
Yeah, my family ain't shit, but at least they still around. I said, at the end of the day, it's like you gotta remember, not everybody lives a good life. Not everybody has access to what you have, and your family's probably better than most families. Some
You're
people's
right.
families get like
Hmm.
they beat their kids to this day.
Yeah,
And they, mind you, these people probably in their 20s still getting beat by their parents.
exactly.
And you're just sitting around like complaining, like, oh, they didn't let you go outside because there's only one family car and you don't got a job.
That's what I'm saying.
So I was like, you gotta pick and choose.
So when it comes to family, man, listen, I had me. I'm gonna say she was like a best friend. No, I could call her, she was like my little sister. I watched her grow up. Every time she was low on some money, I told her, "Yo, I got you." Every time, she would come to my house. She only been to my crib like one time, but she would always want me to come to her crib. And I would just be like, yeah, you my little sister. You my little sister. Yeah, yeah, I seen you naked. Okay, cool, whatever.
Alabama.
No, 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 no. It was none of that type of stuff like that. Like I seen her naked, and I'm like, bruh, ain't nobody here to see you. This is for your little girlfriend, whatever. I just need to get something from my fridge. Now and it's your food. I want to eat it. And yeah, she seen me naked before, and I would just be like, let me just get my covers, and I would put covers on myself. I hold on,
You're not
wait a
the,
minute, wait,
you're
just
not
listen,
the name
just
of
listen,
point.
just listen. No, no, it's none of that. No, no, there was no sex. There was no sex. There was no sex. So when she graduated, I was in a bind, and I told the officer
Graduated college.
3 tickets. The only way you could get more tickets is you have to sell it, but she only had 3 tickets. Her mom, her grandma, and she had one for me. And I was like, when I was in a bind, I told the officer, I said, hey, listen, I'll do XYZ. I just need a 10 to stay. I just need a 10 to stay. I don't care what day y'all do with me, I just need 10 to stay. So even though it was illegal, because I'm not going to say he was chief of police. I ain't gonna say his name.
Mm-hmm.
He basically we kind of did an under the table deal that you know if I do XYZ, I'll be able to attend. I'm like, all right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I seen her graduate, gave her some money. We went to the strip club, got her 5 thick strippers to go dance on her. Okay, now here comes the problem. She was going to school.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a relationship with my girl at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this is a different girl. My girl at the time. I stopped calling her. Stopped texting her. She'll see stuff on IG and she'll be like, "Hey, bro, I miss you," and I'll be like, "I miss you too." Oh, when we finna link up, I'm not replying back. I'm busy. Focus on school. I'm focusing on this. I even got her a car. I got her a car. I forgot to put that in. I put that car in. I put that thing under my name, car note. I mean, no, cosign. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. So,
Yeah, don't ever co-sign.
yeah, don't ever cosign.
I be
So,
credit repair. I've seen so many people like credits fucked
coming
up.
from family, yeah.
They co-sign their family, their friends,
Mm-hmm.
or their girlfriend or boyfriend.
Exactly.
They stop paying. Now your credit's fucked up
There you
because they
go.
don't know to take responsibility. Don't ever co-sign. If
Yeah.
you're not, to me, if you're not married, don't even co-sign.
No, screw that. Don't ever co-sign for nobody. I don't care. And the dealers will basically like, I would do this for my person. They're lying. Yeah, they're not doing that.
Only person you can co-sign is your kids
They
that you
sometimes.
trust.
There you go. That you trust. I stopped calling her. We stopped having a conversation. So I kept on getting. I get phone calls. Hello, we're here to discuss this vehicle. Yeah, what happened? This car hasn't been paid. This car hasn't been paid in 7 months. I told her. I said I called her. She's like, "Hey, how are you? I miss you. Why haven't you been paying the car?" Oh, grandma died, and you didn't want to talk about that. Or you just want to just talk about is this female, 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 female. Nobody's talking about a female. I'm telling you why you didn't pay this car. She was like, I'll get to it whenever I can. Hung with the phone in my face.
Okay.
So I asked my girl, my said girl at this time. She told me something interesting that I didn't believe. She was like, when did she stop paying it? Like 7 months ago. When was the last time you contacted her? I don't know. I barely talked to her. Before those 7 months, when I was chilling, everything was cool. Everything was I was making payments, right? Yeah, I used to see on my portal. Everything was getting paid for. But ever since you told her, when did you tell her about me? Maybe like me 5 months ago, something like that. I think she likes you. No, she's like my little sister. No, 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 no. She did. She does scam, right? Yeah, she do. She does other stuff too, right? Yeah, she have a job too, right? Yeah. Why is she not paying it?
Yeah, she definitely likes you for sure.
I'm like, she can't like me because like I basically raised her. Like, why would I like her?
That's exactly what it
It
is.
doesn't make sense for
Uncle.
her to like me. It doesn't. Like if she was to kiss me, like nah, like I'll just play for her hair and be like, oh, you cool. What nice things have you ever done for her? What you mean by that? Like name something you did for her that you haven't done to another girl. Oh, I took her on a shopping spree. I took her to a strip club. Got her a car. Uh, I got her. We went on a 2-man, and that was this thick girl, fine ass brown skin girl. And I pull up to her and said, "Hey, yo, sweetheart, I ain't gonna lie. I seen you from afar. You looking beautiful. I want to talk to you." And she was like, "Oh, you're nice and handsome, but I like girls." And I was like, "That's fine, because my sister right here loves girls too. Cause she got your number. How do I know she liked me? Follow the rhythm of the beat." I don't know how the hell I said that. I said follow the rhythm of the beat. And I ain't gonna lie, the Waka Flocka started coming on. And next thing you know, she started dancing. And she kind of slow sticked her and everything like that. And she was like, "I want your sister." But then when I gave her to my sister's like, she's okay. I'm like, she looks good. What's the problem? I don't know. I just want us to go eat. Let's go eat.
Yeah, she definitely Caught feelings for you, dog.
And I'm like, why would you like me for? So then, so here comes the thing. So had to do a report, had to do everything. And she called me, cursed me out. You always letting a bitch come in between us. You always doing this. And I'm just like, bro, what the hell are you talking about? It was just cool when it was just us. You used to come to my house, we used to chill. But now you let some bitch mess things up.
Hmm.
Well, fuck you. You're not getting the car back.
Well, sounds like a regular black story of somebody having low key feelings for you, but then they don't tell you they have feelings for you. But then when you get some new girl, they feel some type of way. You know the regular Tyler Perry movie.
God damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was crazy.
A regular day in your life, bro.
I had to pay $14,000. Yeah. I see your body jumped out. I see your soul jumped out your body. I had to pay $14,000.
And then you after you paid that money, you just sat in that room. Well, what did I learn today?
I did.
Never co-sign a bitch
I
ever
was
again.
like, dang, all of this happened from someone that would take the bullet from you. Someone who say, I'll ride for you. Someone that would say that they'll make sure you're good. Just for you to just do that all because of jealousy.
Yeah, sometimes family does that to you.
They didn't want to see me happy.
Jealousy is a strong thing, bro.
Exactly.
Especially when it comes to family.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is too crazy.
Damn. We covered 3 freaking episodes we covered 3 episodes in one sitting.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a regular day, bro.
Yeah.
It's a regular day, bro. God damn. I guess that's it for today's episode, huh?
That's the day for today's episode, my boy.
All right, we'll keep it real over here. Stay tuned for the next episode.
And always remember, someone do care about you.
Give them a hug.
I ain't say all that now.
Still give them a hug.
All right.
Because that hug will make them feel better, though. It'll probably get you to second base. You never know.
All right.